Hey, and welcome to my channel. I'm Tamika C. Carter, the founder and the executive director of the Group Travel Academy. And I'm also a former HR professional who turned her love for travel into a thriving travel business by exclusively focusing on group travel. Look, as a travel agent myself, I can honestly say that the number one reason that I got into this industry was so that I could travel for free. And then I quickly learned that it doesn't quite work that way. You have to earn and sometimes even invest in the opportunity to be able to participate in fam trips that are offered by suppliers to exotic destinations. And sometimes that expense, even if you're just paying for air, just may not be money that you have right now to invest in your business. So in this video from one of my live virtual training programs, I'm going to share with you how you can grow your travel business by leaps and bounds using free travel agent fam trips that you probably have never even considered, even if you don't have a dime to invest right now. All right, let's go. So when I say think inside the box, y'all, what I mean about that is to think about your own backyard, right? Don't forget your hometown. Don't forget the area that is the areas that are close to you, right? Sometimes we take those for granted. I know I talk to people from New Orleans all the time, and I always ask them, why aren't you bringing people to New Orleans? And it's because they never even thought about it. They're so focused on taking people to different destinations that they want to go to, right? That they don't even think about building and growing their travel business by bringing people into New Orleans or into their hometown. But think about it, y'all. You literally have the world in the palm of your hands if you live in a city where major events occur. So here are some tips. Here are some things. You can have investment-free fam trips. That means you can go right downtown and look at 4 or 5 different hotels in one day and go right home and cook dinner for your family. You don't have to get on a plane. You don't have to get a hotel room, none of that. So, but investment-free fam trips, right? Doesn't that sound amazing? Something you can do and you don't even have to invest a dime in that. It's your city. So you're an expert, right? You're already an expert because it's your city that you're bringing people to. You know all the holes in the wall. You know the great restaurant. You know where people can go and have a really good time. Okay? So you don't have to figure all of that out because you already know. It's your city. So it's an opportunity for you to give back to your city because you're always taking people out of the city to these different destinations. But this is an opportunity for you to bring money into the city, right? And support some of the local businesses that are in your town. And easy on-scene support. So what I mean by easy on-scene support is that, I talked about the brand ambassadors that I showed you from the Soul Beach Music Festival in Aruba, right? I had to pay for those people to go. I mean, they earned their way, but it was still a cost to do that. If you're in your hometown, you can use your friends, you can use your family to kind of make sure that people are checking into various hotel properties, okay? Make sure people are having a good time. So you can use your family and friends for on-scene support. You don't have to pay for travel for somebody to go with you to be a part of your team, okay? So let me just say, I'm guilty of this too, y'all. I'm so guilty of this too, because I live here. I live right outside of Washington, D.C. And every year we have this Cherry Blossom Festival, the National Cherry Blossom Festival. You might have heard of it. 1.5 million people come to the National Cherry Blossom Festival every year. I've never been. Okay. President Obama's inauguration was the largest event in Washington, D.C. history. I didn't go to either of them. I watched them on TV. Why? Why? With the Cherry Blossom Festival, with the inauguration, with all of that, it's because we get in our heads that we don't want to deal with the crowds, and we'll let those out of towners deal with all of that. But there are people coming to the city, y'all, for these things. And so I'm guilty of it too. And like I was talking about earlier, this $25,000 people that were expected for this National Cannabis Festival. There's a festival for everything, okay? For everything. How do you find out what's happening in and around your hood? So I'm going to give you guys a couple of tips. The first place to check is with the city's permit office. Right? Because anytime the street is going to be blocked off, anytime there's going to be a block party, anytime there's going to be a parade or anything like that, they have to get permission from the city's permit office. And that's public information. Okay. So that's one place you can check. The other place is with the Convention and Visitors Bureau, whatever that might be called in your city. Okay. And I realize, I might not be talking to everybody when I'm talking about hometown or close to home events. Maybe you don't live in a major city. Maybe this doesn't apply to you, but for those of you who do, I don't want you to overlook this, okay? Because this is definitely a money-making option for you, and it's a low investment money-making option for you as well in your travel business.